If it's part of your mission to improve yourself on a daily basis and you want to know where to start, then stick around and watch this video. Hi everyone, my name is Jacques and I make videos to help you create a more secure future for you and your family. Today I want to talk to you about something that is seemingly simple but is really critical. If you are the type of person that believes that human beings need to grow, that we've got a need to grow and continuously improve and so forth, and therefore you want to continually improve yourself, whatever that might mean for you, then this process should give you some direction and insight. All right, so what is self-improvement and how do you start that journey? The simplest definition, I think, is that self-improvement is a journey from where you are to where you'd like to be, right? So you define where you are, you define where you want to go, and you plot some form of a journey in between, and you get on the journey, right? Sounds pretty straightforward and logical, but how many of us actually do that properly and thoroughly? So what's the answer to my question? Where do you start your self-development journey? You start your self-development journey by figuring out where you are. Right, what does that mean? That means that you ask the right kind of questions in terms of the critical aspects of your life. Some of those aspects might include the following. It might include your love relationships. It might include intimacy. It might include health. It might include your career, your finances, your friends, your fun aspects of your life, your travel requirements, your adventure needs in life, your family. It could include your vocation, your calling, your purpose. You might be a dad or a granddad, so that's a role that you play. What are the issues regarding that one? It might include things like pastimes and hobbies. So there's a whole list of aspects of life that you need to ask the right questions about to figure out where you are. In the description below, I've got a link where I'm giving you a tool. It's called the Wheel of Life. It's for free. Just click on that and tell me where I need to send this for you. It's a simple little tool that you can go through, and I've got some instructions in there as well. Ask the right kind of questions about these aspects of your life, and then complete your score, which is only for your eyes and your score only, to figure out how well am I doing, for example, in terms of my health, or in terms of my relationships, both family and friends, or in terms of my career and my progression over there, or maybe something like your finances and so forth. It's called the Wheel of Life because it gives you a view on, if you consider life to be a wheel with all the different aspects as the spokes, and it gives you an indication as to how well you are doing in every aspect of life that is important to you. You can take that thing and chop and change it and adapt it so that it suits you, but I think it's a really nice practical tool that you can use to just figure out where you are. So that's the place where you start a personal development journey. Figure out where you are. And you need to ask the right questions, and sometimes those questions are pretty damn difficult to create answers for in terms of your specific life. Okay. I did a review of that again for myself the other day, and I must admit, I figured out that I have slid back in terms of certain aspects of my life. So I started doing worse actually in those aspects of my life, and that was quite an eye-opener for me. I do this on a yearly basis at least. It could be beneficial if you do this more regularly, like every 6 months or so. What do you do then after that? Now you've figured out where you are. Clearly now, guys, you need to figure out where do you want to go. Right. I just want to share a little story with you in terms of that part of where you want to go. When you go for advanced driver training, or when you are privileged enough to go for something that's quite popular in this part of the world where we live, it's called whitewater river rafting. Then, if you get into that car with an instructor that's now going to teach you how to properly drive a car in specifically emergency and challenging situations, what that instructor will tell you is that when we hit that skid pan and the car starts spinning out of control, I want you to not look at the wall. I want you to look at where the road goes and where you want the car to go. And then somehow, by magic, right? I don't know how that works, but it feels like magic to me. The car starts going in the direction that you're looking at, right? Sometimes the driver instructor will actually physically take your head and turn it so that you look towards the road and not towards the wall. That's how bad it gets. Okay, that's the advanced driver training. Whitewater river rafting, the instructor will always tell you that when we hit the rapids, do not look at the rock that you are concerned of hitting with your boat, but look at where you want the boat to go, right? So that's what I'm saying to you. Once you figure out where you are, once you figure out where you want to go, start focusing on what is called the positive point. What does that do for you? Always looking at the positive point will get your mind to then start focusing on solutions and not on the problem. Okay. You can then start instructing your subconscious mind to help you with answering some of those damn difficult questions. But the bottom line is, guys, if you keep on focusing cognitively and with purpose on the so-called positive point, in other words, where you're going. So what's the definition of that picture of the so-called house on the hill? Where are you going? What's the mission, the vision, the picture of where you want to be in future? If you start focusing on that as the positive point, what that starts doing is that neurologically your brain starts changing and starts thinking about solutions as opposed to challenges and obstacles. I hope that helps a little bit. I hope that helps you figure out where to start your self-development journey, where to and how to then define the future picture for yourself, but more importantly, then how to train your brain if you want to be your friend on this journey, if you want, in order for you to start focusing on solutions as opposed to obstacles. Hope it helps. If you like it, hit the like button, subscribe, drop me an email, and please go have a look at that link in the description and download that tool for you. I think it will be very, very useful and practical. We'll talk shortly.